got home, I was doing something else, got a phone call the next day and they said, you need to come in. And I said, okay, I'll be in the morning. And they said, no, you need to come in now. You're a stroke risk. And that was kind of like a punch in the stomach. My name's Derek Murray. I'm from Skerries, and I had a TIA in September 2024. I came back down to her and she said to me, your bloods are clear, your CAT scan's clear, all your eye scopes and everything else are all clear. And I said, that's good, isn't it? I said, but you don't look happy. And she just said, I can't explain the blurred vision. And then she said, you're going to be, I'm going to have to refer you to the stroke team. The monitors were put on and everything, and I was to start messaging my wife, and she was going like, have you been seeing yet? I said, yeah, I'm sitting in a room behind a curtain now with, I'm all hooked up to things. It's like, I said photographs, and it was like, oh my God. And I was sitting there in the bed and I was going, no, this isn't me. This isn't going to be me either, so no. So I was truthful with Dr. Moran and the team and everybody else. I said, there's no point in trying to, sugarcoat it or tell lies. So I was completely honest with everybody. And I said, whatever you tell me to do, I'll do. So, and he said, well, stop smoking. I said, I already have. So, I have to say like this, and Dr. Moran and his team, like, they're absolutely exceptional people. And, as I say, Dr. Purcell as well in the emergency eye unit. If she'd have just went, he's okay, we don't know what would have happened. I could have been severe, major, or even expired. So, I take it as been somebody looking on me, and somebody prompted her, and she's an absolute professional, as is Dr. Moran and the whole team. So I couldn't speak highly enough of them. Released on the Monday, and literally I just sort of started with this on the Monday, and that was it. I didn't drink, that was September. I didn't drink until December. Obviously my little ciggies were gone forever. I cut out biscuits, everything, and just said no. And I walk anyway, and I've 3 little dogs, and I walk them, but then I start getting back into my own walking again and everything else. So because I didn't have a stroke, this is kind of what I kept telling myself. But my GP said to me, like, he said, call whatever you want. He said, you had a stroke. I said, but I didn't even notice. So I just think I've been very, very lucky. But like anybody who's been through it, I'd say, like, trust in like the professionals, because that's what they are. And like, tell them, everything, tell them the truth, and work with the process, because even though I didn't use all of the tools that were available to me, I stuck with this. And yeah, I mean, it's got me through. I'm hopefully going to get the pat on the head now and sent out the door. And because one of the girls said to me when I was leaving, she said, we'll speak to you in 3 months and then we never want to see you again. And I said, well, please God, you won't. So that was it. So yeah.